Na, sziasztok! És még egy kis Mass Effect. Nem tudom, hogy felvonás ennek.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
There's obviously no peaceful way to settle this.
Indeed.
Nem ám a Stars is betett rögtön. Ez a... Néha a fegyver nem tudod kiadni úgy. Mert még egynek lenni kéne. Evel a láda dobálgatás után. Már megint mikor lőnk. Nem bírjátok elintézni. Stázisban vagyok az. Néha csapattársak annyira nem állnak a helyzet magaslatán.
There's obviously no peace.
Hamarról vannak már fiúk. Stázisban. De nem igaz. Te majd vigyázzat a tartályra, de... Vissza.
Bring it on!
Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
Start talking, Benezia. What's Saren's next move?
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Are you saying he brainwashed you?
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
What do you mean?
Thoughts echo strangely within Sovereign. Its rooms are built at unsettling angles. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
Can I assume you found the coordinates?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's location isn't enough. We need to know where to go from there.
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... Oh, you should... Die.
Hátrálás, gyerekek! Bazd meg! Hogy megint stázisban vagyunk. Nagyon jó. Ez a kibaszott stázis. De bazd meg! Én már egyedül vagyok, így nem tudok megmozdulni. Hát... De vannak folyton stázisba... Meg hát folyton stázisba, azt nem tudok mozdulni. Volna az utolsóban dobjam a tutit, bazd meg, hogy... És megint az egész előről... Amúgy sok. Félúton nem lehet menteni. És szenved végig, megint a beszélgetés hallgass végig.
There's obviously no peaceful way to say.
Elég kommandósai. Nem tudj fel. És olyan jó, hogy a fezékénket is arrébb lögdösi néha napja.
You in.
Kibaszott pajzsa. Akkor ütött ki, mikor túlmelegedett a fegyverem. És meghalt, vagy nem eldő, mindig benyom ezt a animációt, kettőt behív. Ráadásul nem látom sem. Nyomj rám a stázist! Hát tedd meg a sniper, bazd meg oldal. Csak elterelésnek vagytok jó csapattársa, oké. Erre kell.
You.
Persze, hogy engem kell kiütileg először. túl meleg, ez kibaszott fej. Mi? A franc már megint belöktetek a... Kérök a pályáról.
You do. It's obvious.
Mindenki, én is, meg kicsoda is tárgy. Meg a pisztoly hatásosabb, mint a rakta. Mondom, lőjétek már! A csénet! Hagyjátok, hogy bejöjjön hátunk mögé. Nem látom semmit, ez sok villanást. Már én is tázisba küldök azt mondom. Hát akkor a pajzsuk van, hogy a szörnyű. Az a szivatós benne, ez is tázisban, a sniper meg apít van másik oldalról. Hát ez... Azt nem lehetett önnek, hogy itt néhány szó.
You do.
Contact.
Hát már megint lőni akartam, erre benyomt a stázisra. Azt szedtem be a pajzsot róla. Meghalt legalább. Ne szívassatok már nyújtva. Jó, megvan. De megint itt van egy, hát bassza. Ó, mindig elfelejtem a... Nincs újra fegyver, újra történik. A gránátohárás. Utolsó kanyar, de utána meg jön a nehezebbik rész. fájtak nincs végig, addig Gárus úgyse lesz. Ide, hol a faszomban vagy? Én kapom az így. Az a baj, most a pajzsok visszatöltődik. Nincs, de...
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable.
Start.
You must listen.
Are you saying?
The key is...
What do you mean?
He sent me here.
Can I assume?
I took...
You have to...
You have to stop.
Gyorsan visszapasztad neki a pajzsát. Hát de nem igaz, bassz meg, hogy ilyen gyorsan visszatölt neki. Van még egy. Hát, mikor pont lejönni akartam, akkor nyomjam ezt a... Azt sem tudom, hogy is meghalt, vagy mi? Benyomtad ezt az aminációt. Arra fele kéne nőni el. Nem megint elpiszkálják a fedezékemet. Pillanat alatt feltöltötték ki. Hajtsák. Hanem legyengítem, azt nem bírjátok lelejünk. Már behetől ezt kibit a tárolót, akkor nagyon szól. Hiába tartalékoltam meg a robbanó. Van ez? Na, itt van mellett. Na, nem tudom, hogy nem kéne azt vigyázni kéne, hogy nem találni, nem. Mit tudom, hogy engem talált. Nem dőlik fel a padlók löbös. Nem, most már.
This is not over.
Tudjuk, bla 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 bla.
What do you mean?
He sent me. I took. You have to stop.
Ez egy dolog, hogy még keresztül is sétál rajta. Fasz meg, robbangatok és semmi. Amikor már benyomja a stázisba kerülök, onnan már comi. Főleg most már meg sem tudok mozdulni. Hát persze, hogy nem lehet kimenni az ajtón, hát nagyon. Tudom, hány embere van? Élelném magam, de hát nem mit akarunk. 4. Mert rögtön megmozdulok, már stázisba küld. Tehát egy nagy nincs. De az nem robbangatok, még semmit nem jelentett. Aztán mocskos. És begyomta az unalmasnak, ami nem látok semmit. Szólj már meg. Azt sem tudom, hogy mi. Se kép, se hang. Passzás nyelő tégeret is, bazd meg, hogy... Ezt is néhányszor vissza szeretném törni, de nem ér annyit, mert akkor nem lesz még egy esemény. Mi a fasz? Mi az, hogy ki volt kapcsolva? Hát hogy ment ez 0%-ra? Annyira belemelegettem a harcba, hogy nem figyeltem, hogy most neki meg amperkény, meg ezt így csukkára levitte. Nem érem is tartalékolni a rúgban, ahogy nem most. Vagy mert is. Hát mikor már ma sikerült lekapni róla a pajzsot, akkor túl melegedik a fegyver. Hát ez mindig be kell nyomni, ezt nem kibaszott érdekel, most hogy bejutni pár emberek. Meghalt legalább? Hát a csapattárs csak idegesítés. Nem veszem sem masznotokat, hát. És úgy fogom látni, hogy valaki ír vagy nem, mert nincs semmi, ami... Pont akkor melegedik kibaszott túl, mikor... Hát... Mikor sikerül levenni róla azt a kibaszott pajzsot, hogy sebezhető legyen. Hát van, hogy elmozdítja a pap. Fedezéken. Hogy nem bérek lelőni őket, hát valami mindent nekem kell csinálni. De... Figyeljetek, mert oldalra ülök. A fedezékünket. Jöjjetek már!
Charging up.
Megvárjuk már Kayden, mert fázisban. Na most engem lőtt fázisba. Várakozunk. Legalább a párbeszéd között engedj. Egyszerre nem, és még végig kell szenvedni. De gyorsabban nem tud lehűlni. Értem, fejlesztő. Se vagy valami kubban, úgy látom, ez a rész. Nem akarok már még ezt. Ó, igazad, ma már hátrálunk. Gyorsan nem tehet idő visszaviheteni, amit fejleszteni kell. Szerintem ezt tölt vissza. Ezeket nem el... Mit csináltam munkorban? Sajnos még a tűzharcnak nincs vége, addig nem mentek. De már még a padlót lövitek. Még van egy!
This is not over. Sarah.
Are you saying he brainwashed you?
People are not...
What do you...
It is... He sent me here to find the location.
Can I assume?
I took the location.
You have to give me...
Knowing the relay's location.
Sarah, you have to stop.
Kill them all!
Nem miért a sniperre? Bányomta megint ezeket a geciket. Stázisban vagyok, nem tudok egyelőre semmit csinálni. Aprítsátok már őket, bazd meg! Ja. Elküldenek stázisban, nem tudok mit csinálni. Most mikor már jó lenne, akkor nyom ezeket kommandósait.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
You're free of the indoctrination again?
I still hear it like metal on metal, squealing and reverberating. No light. They always said there would be a...
Várjál, most már elég volt a szivatós részegű. Nézzük, azt mondja, a pisztolyt fejlesztek, akkor növel a pontosságot is. 12%-kal növelishet, és 20-szor a pontosságot. Fantom képzés, akkor összes ki. Növeli 6%-at értérenket, 4% a pontosságunkat, ez 8 másodpercenként 0,8-szor regenerálódik. Bár hogyha megfelelően nézünk. Fegyvereket is kéne szemesben tuningolni, mert... Na most mit akarsz öregni királynőjében? De a szári kommandós.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. End their suffering. They cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
Makes sense. A baby left alone in a closet until he's 16 won't be sane.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
Thank you, csak
It
úgy
is
csináltam most, hogy ki volt
lamentable,
feliratkozó. A
but
később meg tudom
necessary.
nézni.
Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you.
Ez kezdem jó
What
formán.
will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Ragnar were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
Commander, there's some old grudges in the galaxy. Grudges humans should stay out of. If we kill her, we kill the entire race.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Két pontunk van, amit most el tudunk költeni. Szóval pisztolysertés növelni. A húska pontosságát az. Merénylet, azt mondja, csak mesterült puskázható képességű során következő talált 50%-kal nagyobb sebzékhoz mond az előzőnél. Hata idő 20 másodperc, újratöltés idő 45 másodperc. Hát alapból 2 tudok lőni csak a sniper puskával. Utána várni kell, most ez nálva lesz, akkor lesz egy erősebb lövés, de utána megint több idő lesz. Nem tudom mennyire mire lehű. Egy különleges lövés. Ezt a 4-es szint az elbővülés pontszámot új lehetőségek válnak elérhetővé. A boltok árai 2%-kal alacsonyabb. Megnöveli a sebzés ellenállást 50%-kal. De most őket is lehetne, de ezt adrenalin. Várjál, mert még maradt egy pontunk. Hát igen, most már a fegyveret egy kicsit kéne, mert tuningolgatni. Azt mondja, hogy a kísérlet, hát a sebzése kisebb, hamarabb túlmelegszik, annyira nem. A sebzése gyengébb, hamarabb is túlmelegszik, ennél az a láncsás nem tudott olyan. Jelenleg épett. Nagyobb a sebzése, ugyanannyi a lövés, mint túlmelegszik, csak pontatlanabb. Különböző. Na jó, majd később.
I've never seen so much ice and snow.
Csak ez fújt, mindig havart meg a
I think
jegyet.
I've got snow in my boots.
Azt mondjuk 2 utást utás. Biztonsági labor. Azonban ide nem tudom beadolni mindjárt. Ja, itt mentünk körbe-körbe. Most már itt át lehet menni, vagy még ez zárva van. Be tudom menni, vagy még mindig kapaszkodás van? Na, már meg erre van lekod. Kész. Ennyi a karanténban lévő labornak, úton az utószállás közelében. Ott találsz egy megfelelő felszerelés, pontos, hogy hogyan készítetted egy gyógyszert. Hát de... Szakadik elemszín. Életbe hagytad esélyt adva, hogy népítőre ismét felvilágosítja. Tisztíts meg a biztos labort, megvan. De a reknik még mindig így nyúzsulnak a biztos laborba. Mert pirosot jelez meg nekem valahol. Alattunk vagy fölöttünk? Nem érik el gondolom. De liftben nem lehet menteni.
Are you here to secure the situation?
That's right. I'm a council specter. Who are you?
I am Yaroslav Tartakovsky, the operations director. I would stand and shake hand, but you must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of very degree.
Neutron sugárzásban minden élőszövetek mennek tönkre, a gépek megmaradnak, de hát mi emberek vagyunk benne, meg minket is ugyanúgy elvisz.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure, sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
De most jól értelmezem, mi aktiválunk valamit, amit utána meg van egy percünk elmenekülni. Hát bizalomgerjesztő. Félek, ha nincs meg hozzá képz.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
I need information on the neutron purge.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
What exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
As if we needed more reasons to avoid touching things in here.
Are there any survivors in here?
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary of Binary Helix, is on the operations deck. There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry, the sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
Hát kösz, egyre jobbakat tudod mondani.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Most köhögké nekem akar a kódot, mert most anélkül nem akar csinálni mire semmit.
I am feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Nera destruct.
Na, most már biztos nem tudjuk meg a kódot.
Now it gets fun. All targets down.
szívos. A rossz irányba jöttem. Hát én a más interfész nem tudok venni. Mira?
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in
Hát van 2
120
perce.
seconds.
Aha, csak ők meg egy csomó van kívül. Menj már, arra már megyem egyből. Az igen? Bazd viccel a játék? Bazd több menjen, látsz. De bassznak kenyeret, hát mondom, leestünk ide, meg nem tudok aktiválni, ezt kibaszott. Mert a szavunk ez nem az ugrás, hanem mit tudom. Kettő, egy mosolyunk meg, mert szevasz. Várjam, hova tűnt a mit tudom. Liftezd, akartam volna.
Are you here to secure the situation?
That's right. I'm a council.
I am. You must listen to me.
I don't understand any.
But this was Rachni.
They brought it here to.
But after she lays eggs,
This is fascinating.
these Rachni are beyond. Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Area secure.
Már ebben nem vettem fel.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Többet nem lehet kikerülni. Az idő sürget bennünket, az egy csomó ellenfele.
Are you here to secure the situation?
That's right. I'm a council spectre.
I am you. You must listen to me.
I don't understand any...
But this was Ragnar's
They
ship.
brought it here to...
But after she lays eggs, they move.
This is fascinating.
These
but
Rachni are beyond saving.
how do we...
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Hostile contact! Bring it on! Perimeter secured.
Jó, mindig a rossz irányba megy. Okay.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code
Code
authorization.
input 87...
Verified.
Nem tudok menteni. De nem lehet elmenni mellette. Szaladni akartam, mert az idő sűrűbben én nem merem ki tűz harcra keveredni. De nem lehet elmenni mellettük.
Are you here to secure the situation?
That's right. I'm a...
You must. After she. These arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Clear.
Hol a hulla? Mondom már felső megérést.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875...
Verified.
De beakadsz ebbe a kecsi asztalba. Miért nem lehet ugrálni ebbe a játékba?
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code.
Code in.
Take them out!
Anda valami fut. Idő sürget, azt mondom, ilyenkor nyom egy kiló csomó ellenfelet a nyakamban. Ne vagyok fel.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at.
Activate the neutron.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without.
Ti kis lennétek is jobban még ne kell, mert mindeneket csinálni.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper.
I smell trouble!
Oh, yeah. Я разрешен продать. И тут też Artemis чудаком. Menni kell. Hát nem tudok arra menni. Szerintem azt mondja. Az is zár, ez is zár, akkor csak... Vissza kéne menni a Normandiára.
Our next move, Commander. Head for the Mu relay.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander's right. We can't rush off blind. We need more to go on.
What about Liara Tassoni? The matriarch's daughter. Isn't she some kind of expert on the Protheans?
Yeah, right. Her mother was working for Saren. I bet she is too.
But Nesia helped us in the end. Maybe Liara will too. At the very least, we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster to find her.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Essünk túl rajta.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Nem tetszett nekik, hogy ők hagytam, hogy a királynő elmenjen. Hát, vagy egy megbízás megyünk, hogy menjünk el Liarahoz. Menj el az Artemis Tau-ra.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Navigátor. Mi a fene? Mit javítottunk a... Ennyi a térképen beállni. Én csak a kódexet annyira nem olvasom néha napján.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I need to know more about this Rolex syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Praktikus mindenesetre fenne nem könnyű. Nyilván azt egyszer sorra kerül az ügy. Mert gyűjteni kéne hozzá. Labor orvosi.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for a lost mass relay to who knows where, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Ajaj, már kezdünk egy kicsit azt. Már ebből romantikálni, most már így is. Yeah.
Well, you're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, ma'am. I won't let you down. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Nem majd kicsit személyes lenni már. Már azt mondom, hogy magával, akkor már kicsit vágyakat ébresztek benne.
No, I don't. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
Nem úgyis, hogy Jade Empire-ből én szerepjárnyékot ott is egy kicsit sokat beszélgetünk velük, akkor végül már a szeretet. Ez a halvókkal.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
Azt hiszem az R2-ről már beszéltük.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Hány szintes az a hajó? Jármű, hangár, mérnökség. Valami érdekesség, érdekeltség. You have Rex.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation?
Hát, azt itt benne.
An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Egyik csapatok megszerezünk meg a teszet. Célozom a szekrényt és nyomom az ebetűt. Attól függően melyikére kattintok, ez a Rexé. Tali. Garus. Aiden, Ashley, és még akkor lesz egy, mint egy hiányos. Most van pont.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk, one-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time off the record.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies, at least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You get a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
All right, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Commander. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, when we pick up that Asari scientist, we'll have to tell her we killed her mom. That's gonna suck. Just saying, Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Most melyik vagyok én a sok közül?
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to... I understand, Commander.
Te megszerelgeted?
Sovereign is the flagship of the rogue Spectre's Saren. An enormous dreadnought larger than any other ship in any known fleet, it is crewed with both Geth and Krogan. At 2 kilometers long, its spinal-mounted main gun is likely capable of penetrating another dreadnought's kinetic barriers with a single shot. How Saren acquired this incredible warship is unknown. The prevailing opinion is that Sovereign is a Geth construct, while others believe it is a Prothean relic. Its design, however, hints at a more alien and mysterious origin. The attack on Eden Prime demonstrated Sovereign's ability to generate mass effect fields powerful enough to land on a planetary surface. This implies it has a massive Element Zero core and the ability to generate staggering amounts of power. The Normandy is a prototype starship developed by the Human Systems Alliance with the assistance of the Citadel Council. It is optimized for scouting and reconnaissance missions in unstable regions, using state-of-the-art stealth technology. For most ships, the heat generated through standard operations is easily detectable against the absolute zero background of space. The Normandy, however, is able to temporarily sink this heat within the hull. Combined with refrigeration of the exterior hull, the ship can travel undetected for hours or drift passively for days of covert observation. This is not without risk. The stored heat must eventually be radiated, or it will build to levels. The Mako infantry fighting vehicle was designed for the System Alliance's frigates. Though the interior is cramped, an M35 is small enough to be carried in the cargo bay and easily deployed on virtually any world. With its turreted 155mm mass accelerator and coaxially mounted machine gun, the Mako can provide a fire team with weapon support as well as mobility. Since Alliance Marines may be required to fight on any world, the Mako is environmentally sealed and equipped with microthrusters for use on low-gravity planetoids. The Mako is powered by a sealed hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell and includes a small Element Zero core. While not...
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Nehéz páncél. Közepes, könnyű, pisztoly. Egy puska, gépkarabély, pisztoly. Speciális felszerelés. Hát ugye erre van 26 000, de mindjárt egy ilyen páncél megvétel elvisz az egészet.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in the group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
You make a good point.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about the Geth.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Jó, töményen kaptam az infót, hogy most lényegében hozták létre egyeteket.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners, but as long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye.
Na, ez a beszélgetésekkel szintet léptünk. Na, lassan 2 óra, több mint biztos, hogy 2 óra. Azt látom, nehéz páncélt. Illetve mi kéne. Azt. is van, kell nekünk menni. Keresd meg. Illetve menj az Artemis Taura. Ez most voltunk itt. Hogy is volt? Valahogy távolítani lehet. A jobb megint. Exodus csillag, Liara ásatása. Nem jobb egér valakire kell fog kattintani. Kiadó, Atén, Kronosz, Spárta, és én melyiken van? A 4 közül. Fedezd fel az Artemis-tani csillaghalmaz vizsgát és keresd meg Liara Tiszem. Kezd, nem lettem okosabb, és most melyik bolygó. Csak menjek az Artemis túra csillagkörbe, hát ez kösz. 4 bolygó is volt, most találjam meg melyik. Jó, megszakadt a stream. Csak hogy itt mit tudom, mit mutatom nekem. Akkor menjünk a Makedónra.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Remek. Annyi csomó bolygót lehet itt kalandolni. Szaria. Akkor az a Makedón egy naprendszer. Szaria. Volán. Fergelus. Pavadink. Itt is van. Figyelem, egyes szintű nyomás vissza. Szaria rendkívülségek körül. más anomálikus szívét. A felszínen lehetőleg tényfilmben némi kényrekordot van. A felszínben lévő kombóját regisztrált van, hajókat észletek közel. Kiterjedt szilícium alapú összegékben gazdag ökonet, sűrű lakott területek, főleg kóaföldre, szilícium-dioxid. Ez a bolygó nagyobb testű állatának melléktermékeként jött létre, nagysebességű földközeli szelek is gyakran járnak a szilícium-portmagokkal, mert igen veszélyes. Azokon nagyon a szél össze, hogy ezeket a szilícium tömböket gyakorlatilag gyalogjárni nem ajánlatos. Hát... Felvisszamegyünk olyanhol. Aha, itt is már mondom, hogy sokáig maradunk itt a... Konkrétan most én hamar vagyok. Ja, itt vagyok. Itt van ilyen visszatérni lehet.
I'm right here.
Azt mondja, hogy törmelék, egy terv van ott a felkiáltónál. A kérdője pedig rendellenesség lesz. Ja, mert... is elég hosszú játék, talán még másfél órásokon.